Hi, welcome back to the second part of the tutorial. On this tutorial we're going to actually input some text. We're going to create some simple lines of text and show how you can create relationships between the different groups of text. We're not going to do anything fancy at this point. We're just going to get you used to inputting text and doing some test links between them to see how it goes and what the effect is of different things. Right. Anywhere on this world, if you click, you will get a cursor, and that is with the center wheel prominent. It's the big wheel. The others are small. So under its normal conditions, it's just waiting for you to write. So I'm going to type in here a long line of text for us to use. Nothing extravagant or anything. I can move this about. Now I have the choice here as to whether I have it as a title, the second title, and if you see, like here, you see that it's over exceeded its boundaries. Just drag that out. If it's or a body of text, so you can see I've got the choice of what I want to choose. So I'm going to have this as the main title, and I'm going to click OK. What I now have is, if I mouse over that, you can see that it's got a little shadow around it, and that means that the program's recognise what I want to do. If I click on that, I get the zebra wheel. Now the zebra wheel is quite important because the center button allows me to move the text about. The center ring, the inner ring, not the dead center but the one in the middle, if I move up or down, pull the mouse backwards or forwards, side to side, it allows me to rescale the text. So the thing with prezi is, if you want to make big statements, make big text, you then use smaller items to move about to go to all the content. So I'm going to make that quite long. Now you can see it's filling the screen. If I use the wheel button on my mouse, I can zoom out of my world, which has put me further away, or I can use the little button there and I can zoom that back up again. So I'm going to create some text quite a distance away because I want to go behind it later on with different things. So this is a big line of text. The outside zebra wheel just allows me to spin that text depending upon how I would like it sitting in my world, and you'll see what that means later on. The little plus button allows me to delete it, duplicate it, select more options, move it forward and backwards, and there's a nice little handy thing here that again just shows you how the actual zebra wheel works. So now we've got a piece of text. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I'm going to now, anywhere on the world, hold the left mouse button down. You can see I've got a little hand, and now I can drag my world about. So I'm going to put some text up here now. So I'm just going to click once, and on this one, what I'm going to put in here is text that is smaller. And you can see that this text is a little bit smaller than that text. And I'm going to say OK. Now I can click on it again as it goes to a shadow, and I can size that text to be the same, bigger, smaller. So I'm going to just make it just a bit smaller here, and I'm going to move it up there. Yep. And I'm going to create some text down here. Text that is smaller still. OK, and keep them all on the main title and say OK, and just drop that down a bit. So now I have 3 different sizes of text. If I grab anywhere and move it out, so I've got all of those in the picture. If I now went to show here, I could click on that and it would zoom into that. I could click out of it, it would come back to there. I could click on that, it would zoom into that. I could click out of here, I could click on that, it would zoom on that. So that's just letting me see what I've got. And if I need to come out just that little bit more, just so that I can see it, there we go. So that's showed me that the text is in and I can move with it. What we're now going to do is come off show, click the little white arrow, and that brings us back to the session here. That ends the input inside. We're now on the next session going to actually create pathways, simple pathways, that manipulates going from one piece of text to another. Thank you very much.